AskReddit by Yahoo Stapler 11. What's a hill you're willing to die on every time? Health insurance should cover the whole body. The fact that vision and dental are separate things is a pure cash grab. As a hearing aid wearer, I would like to add to the list of complaints. Hearing isn't even an add-on option within insurance. They are classified as cosmetic. Repeal Citizen United. Nothing to discuss. Politicians should have to list where every freaking dollar comes from. Or, corporations are held to same cap as citizens. A $2,500 limit on all political donations per year. But, we would need to ban PACs as well to make that work. Public libraries are undervalued by many. My daughter is reading a book series on warrior cats. There are something like 40 books. She goes through 3 or 4 per month. There is no way we could afford all of those books, so we've been hitting up the library. Today I took her to get the next book and they actually had the next 4 books available. Her excitement as she bounced up to the front desk, 4 hardback novels lovingly cradled in her arms, and smiling ear to ear is a moment I won't ever forget. So yeah, libraries are fucking great. Use a goddamn turn signal. Yes, and preferably at least 2-3 seconds before making a turn. I'd like to anticipate. Children beauty pageants are creepy as fuck, and parents who subject their children to such scrutiny and judgment are crazy, and don't deserve children. A dear friend of mine growing up was in pageants. She struggled with eating disorder since she was 7. People are completely fine with immoral, morally grey actions as long as it's someone they like doing it. Expansion on that thought. They are fine with horrible things being done to people as long as they feel no need to identify with the people having horrible things done to them. Radio stations should play more than 250 songs. You're getting 250? I swear I could scrape most I hate radio stations for rock and barely find 100 songs by 40 artists. Getting compliments as a dad for normal parenting behavior. Yes, I can feed, bath and put to bed a 9, 7, and 2-year-old. No, I didn't need to call my wife for direction. No, the house didn't burn down. The praise you are heaping upon me doesn't make me feel good. It just makes me feel bad for you, your kids and your husband. Deleted. Disagreeing is not a personal attack. Also, you can listen to someone and understand what they're saying, without agreeing with them. Just because you don't agree, doesn't mean you're refusing to listen. Kids should not be loaded up with homework. That 75% of the USA needs to retake an American government class. The fact that most people don't even know we have 3 branches of government baffles me. We all just need to rewatch Schoolhouse Rock. Apologies mean nothing without changed behaviors. This is part of the reason why I hate people who use apologies to get rid of tensions or awkwardness. If you don't plan on changing the way you act, just leave the person alone. Public bathroom stall doors should go floor to ceiling. My annoyance is when stalls have huge gaps in the walls doors so you can just look right in. People getting on subways or elevators before letting people off. Makes no sense. I say my piece every time I see it. I agree, but fuck the people on the subway who take their sweet ass time getting up such that when everyone else is off and people are getting on they're going the wrong way. You should be on your feet ready to exit when the train stops. Move your asses, people. Edit. Yes, obviously if you are an old man or a pregnant lady or otherwise moving as if you're injured or disabled, I don't judge you for it. The kind of people who want power are the worst kind of people to have power. Power should be a responsibility, not a reward. I've heard the phrase those who seek power rarely deserve it, and those who deserve it rarely seek it. Social media is bad for you. Ear candles are absolute snake oily bullshit. And why does he only have one question mark? He pulls the candle from one ear and lights it for his dinner. So, what, is his other ear just horrifically plugged exclamation point? I could absolutely never, at least get it out so your damn ears are evenly unplugged, for ogre's sake. Disgusting. Shrek's most annoying plot hole. Keep the goddamn sponge out of the sink. I have a hidden sponge that I keep from my roommate because of this. I'm a pirate historian and I can tell you for a fact that pirates never, ever buried any treasure. It sounds like you don't want us to find the treasure. Are you a pirate? Where are you hiding it? Crocs should not cost more than $20. I almost choked when I learned over the weekend that they are $50 60 CAD. Are you fucking kidding me? 1. Quiet quitting is not a thing, it's doing your job. Anything else is extra. 2. Being good at things is way less about talent and more about what skills were fostered during development. 3. Darth Maul is the most underrated, underutilized villain of all time. Chris Brown is a piece of shit. At first I thought this said Charlie Brown is a piece of shit and I thought that was harsh. No one needs to care if others hate the same things. Put pineapple on your pizza. Like Sports Team X. Stick a candle wherever it fits. If no one gets hurt, no one should care. What's this about a candle? No one should need to go into debt for their health. Using your children as content for social media is child exploitation. Oh my god, I literally bitch to my other half about this daily. The poor kids, and now the disabled people that genuinely have no idea they are being asked to hold up a shirt and smile. There is this Instagram that has a bunch of extremely low functioning autistic kids that make disability awareness shirts in a assembly type of line. And the person running the Insta videos them then posts them. Zipper merge lane. It's every other car no matter what. I always go every other car, but just the other day I thought to myself OHHH like the teeth of a zipper. Until then I thought it was named that because you zip ahead in the merge lane to get into the flow of traffic. My wife called me an idiot when I explained to her. Medical debt should not be a thing in any civilized society. No one should have to choose either to have an operation or to live with pain and keep a roof over their head. Deleted. Oxford comma every time. It's clear, precise, and correct. Also, 1 space after a period for proportional fonts, 2 spaces for monospace fonts. This is the way it is known. Semicolons should be used more often. So sick of people telling me I overuse semicolons. I do admit to overusing exclamation marks, however. It's not babysitting when a dad is watching their own children, it is parenting. Have yet to be through this conversation with anyone when I'm with my son and daughter. I think people are learning. Underwear then the socks. WHO the fuck puts on socks first. Unpaid internship are not good for students. A poor student can't afford the costs that go along with the internship. Agree. My daughter was working at a company making $23 hours and now has to do an internship to get her master's. Internship is at same company and the university doesn't allow the company to pay her. You can pry my Oxford comma from my cold, dead, and angry hands. I came here just for this. Sincerely. A panda who eats shoots and leaves. Televangelists are nothing but false prophets. People who love you don't hit you. Also, you don't hit people animals you love. I will die on this hill with you. Boneless wings are just nuggets, and that's fine. But don't charge me wing prices for nuggets spun in sauce. My local hospital is on a hill, and I haven't moved yet, so I guess I'm willing to die there. The McDonald's coffee lady lawsuit was not for attention or frivolous. The coffee shouldn't have been that hot. Edit. According to the American Burn Association, water at 155 degrees F, 68 degrees C, can cause a third-degree burn in 1 second. Her coffee was 190 degrees F, 88 degrees C, plus 35 degrees F above a third-degree burn in 1 second. Meaning she literally had 0.15 seconds to react before her skin melted. Okay, some of y'all don't seem to understand how terrible this was. So here is what CNBC called minor burn damages. https://qph.cf2.corac.dn.net/main-kim-g-e82214251e27018d686f7cb8da.webp. Close bracket. Are there any further questions? Label fusion. If your coffee is that hot, it's too hot. Children are legally required to be in school, and often have to stay in the building during lunch. We should feed them healthy, nutritious food for free. Every single child. Edit. Thanks for the award. Please vote for representatives who will help children succeed. I don't have children and I heartily agree. Term limits for every branch of government in the US. The egg came before the chicken. That's been proven. What makes a chicken is entirely based on its DNA. An animal's DNA can't change during its lifespan. But DNA can change in utero. Therefore, the first chicken became a chicken while it was in the egg. Wait. If you could care less, that means you do actually care to some extent. Edit. To clarify, I know the saying should be couldn't care less. But that's not what a lot of people say. And another thing people always say that bugs is when people say they're happy as a clam without saying the at high tide part. Like, clams are not inherently happy. They are happy when they can't be eaten by birds as easily. Equal pockets for women. When you're finished eating in a fast food place, put your rubbish in the bin instead of leaving it on the tables. The burden is on the vehicle merging onto the freeway to accommodate to the speed of the cars already on the freeway. I shouldn't have to slam on the brakes cause you're going 40. Yes, thank you. It's called an acceleration ramp for a reason. Wanting to be childless or not even married doesn't mean something is wrong with you. I hate the you'll change your mind one day spiel. Like, I don't know how to explain to people that the maternal switch in my brain that is supposed to be on, simply, is not. Let alone the material reasons for not wanting children. I have zero biological urge or desire for them and I'm sorry I can't do anything about that lol. The one that Carl and Ellie always climbed in up looks like a good one for a last view. The best 4 minutes in animation. Tells an amazing story without saying a word. People who get extremely disappointed when they discover the gender of their unborn child aren't emotionally mature enough to raise a child. I know someone who seriously threw a tantrum like a toddler and stormed out of her own gender reveal upon finding out the gender. Like TAF. Han shot first. Han was the only one to shoot. In the original cut Greedo didn't even get a blast out. Bring your cart back to the corral. There are a few exceptions to this, but typically the type of person who doesn't return their cart thinks the world revolves around them.